So for anyone out there who's running a business and you have motor vehicles in your business, your company, your trust, whatever it might look like, if you have motor vehicles in it, it's very likely that because we got the end of March here, FBT is going to be a thing that your accountant's going to start talking to you about. Now, fringe benefits tax, effectively what we're talking about here is if there's any private component, any private use, and your employee, whether that's a related employee, maybe yourself who owns the business, maybe your spouse, or an arm's length employee. So arm's length employee is someone that is not related to you. They're generally speaking like a real employee. If you provide a motor vehicle to any employee, there's most likely going to be some sort of private component to it. And what I mean by private component is it's private use. So because there's private use, basically you're providing a benefit. So if you think about the salary that you could be providing someone, it could be like 100 grand plus a motor vehicle. Now they might use that motor vehicle like a good proportion of the time in running around doing stuff for your business as an employee or your own business, but effectively there's probably a private component to it. And that private component, guess what? The ATO wants their tax associated with that because there's a benefit. Just as much as when you pay yourself a wage, tax gets taken out of it. Just so happens that the government, the ATO, they want their share of what you're giving away as a benefit to your employee. So what we do to cut it down really simply is that when you get a vehicle, you really got to do a logbook. So that's 12 weeks of documenting everywhere the car goes. The more information, the more detail you put in it, the better. If you're saying that you're going from the workplace to a client, put down the client. If, say, for example, it's private travel and you're just going shopping, I don't need to know that you went to Myer and you bought new pants. Or I don't need to know what you bought at Woolies. You just need to say, hey, you went to Miranda Fair. Like, maybe that's your shopping center. But here's the thing. Being that it's the end of March, the FBT year is here. So to make your accountant's job easier, you want to have all your records up to date. So you want to have zero up to date. We want to allocate and see if you've got multiple employees, who spent what on running costs on the car, because they're all costs, they're all benefits to the employee. And then the next thing is making sure that logbook's up to date. So when your accountant says, hey, we're going to do a calculation on FBT, they can do it really quickly and they can work out the tax or essentially however they're going to add back maybe an employee benefit easily and quickly. Have you got FBT questions? Drop them in the post down below.